Yo, what's going on, everyone? These are 5 hotkeys that I use to speed up my workflow. So let's get into it. The first hotkey that I like to use to speed up my workflow that I use a lot is the cut tool. So the cut tool is right over here, the razor tool. The hotkey for that is C. So if you want, you can just go into here and then you just press C and then boom. If you want to go back to the mouse, you just press V. So C to cut and a V to go back to your mouse. If you want to cut up multiple clips at once, like if you have multiple layers like so that you want to make a cut, so you press the C button and then you'll hold down Shift. And then once you do that, you'll see 2 razor blades pop up. And then once you see that, you're gonna still hold down Shift. You're gonna press down on your mouse or your touchpad, and boom, you just made multiple cuts on different layers. Another hotkey, the second hotkey that I use a lot, and this saves my life. Like, yo, this you'll be using this a lot, is Control Z, which is to undo. So instead of going up here to edit and undo, instead of having to do all that, you can just hold down Control, and then you press Z. Let me make it multiple cuts. You'll hold down Control and then press Z, and then boom, you just saved your life. You know, if you accidentally deleted your whole project, you know, God forbid that happens, you could just Control Z and boom, you're good. You want to redo an action that you've undone, what you're gonna want to do, say you want to make a change, you know, color grading, you want to just make a change, and then you didn't really like how it looked, so you'll Control Z to undo your change. But then you're like, you know what? Let me redo, because you have an idea for something. I don't know, you have an idea. To redo what you've undone, you're just gonna hold down Control, Shift, and then Z, and then boom, bring it back. Third hotkey that I use to speed up my workflow is the plus and the minus sign. This is to zoom in and zoom out. This is pretty self-explanatory, but I like to do this a lot whenever I need to make a fine cut and I need to really zoom in on something, then that comes in handy. The fourth hotkey that I like to use to speed up my workflow is the in and out points. So for an example, if I wanted to, whenever I'm rendering a video, I like to put ins and out points throughout the whole video or throughout all the clips that I want rendered into one video. So to do that, I'll just go to the beginning of the video and then I'll just press I to send my in point. And you'll see that it created this little bar right above my timeline. And then I'll go to the end of the video and then I'll press O and I'm gonna zoom in and boom, there you go. If I wanted to set an in and out point to just one specific clip, I'm going to place my playhead above the clip and I'm gonna press X, and that's just going to put my in and out points to just that one specific clip. And now the fifth and final hotkey that I like to use the most to speed up my workflow is the enter button. So for an example, I'm gonna go over to File, Project Settings, General, and then the renderer. I'm gonna make this, just for now, I'm gonna make this Mercury Playback Engine software only, which is gonna make my whole timeline have a red line above it, which basically means that it's not gonna be as smooth when it comes to playing back your footage. It's gonna be a little laggy at times. So let's say that you wanted to render this clip to make it green, so then your playback is nice and smooth. So what you're gonna do is that you're going to send your in and out points on this clip. So I'm gonna press X, and then you can just press the enter button. And now it's gonna start rendering the files. Depending on the type of file it is, it might take a little bit of time, especially if you have a lot of visual effects on top of it. So, or if you don't have like a really good computer, then it might take a little bit of time to do so, but other than that, it shouldn't really take long. Also, depending on how long the clip is that you're rendering, that might come into play as to why it's taking longer than usual. So, but yeah, as you can see, as this goes on with the rendering process, parts of the clip is turning green, and let's just keep on waiting. And then boom, it's also gonna start playing automatically once it finishes renders. Another cool thing, or another hotkey, I guess this is like a bonus. Another hotkey that I like to use when it comes to my ins and out points. So instead of going all the way to the end like so to get to where I place my out point, what I can do is hold down the shift button and then press O, and it'll automatically go to where I set my out point. Okay, so while I was editing this tutorial or this video, I don't know if you want to call it tutorial, I forgot to give out one last important hotkey. This should have honestly been the first hotkey I should have said, but you want to save your video literally no less than every 10 minutes you're into your edit. You can be editing any type of thing. This can be video, photo, any type of graphic design. I need you to make this hotkey second nature for you, and that is the save button. To save, the hotkey for that is Control S, and for the Mac users, it'll be Command S. I need this hotkey to become second nature for you. Literally, this is the most important hotkey. This should have been number one. Can't believe I forgot it, but yeah, Control S to save your project. And yeah, those are 5 hotkeys that I like to use the most to speed up my workflow. So if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.